Hey, fellow DGens and apes, back again. Just wanted to recap what went on in the last roughly 24 hours or so with DEFIT. So when I brought this to your attention, we were here roughly at this blue line, about 78 cents or so. Just kind of marked it off, just to give us some clarity on what happened since. So as promised, BitBoy did deliver the video on this, and we're going to look into that here in a second. Uh, we almost went for the 2x around the time the video launched. Since then, we've pulled back. Interestingly enough, though, this old resistance has, at least locally, become new support. Uh, Potentially looking to go higher this time, so we'll see how that plays out. But that's just what I'm looking at here on the chart. Just real quick, want to go over this video.
In this video, we're going to be discussing a project we're invested in that recently crushed its public sale. 360 Wellness is a groundbreaking decentralized fitness and wellness marketplace being hosted on both of our partner launchpads, Ferrum Advisory Services and YF Dive. Yes, you heard me right. The world of DeFi is even invading the fitness industry. DFit connects people with professionals all over the world to stay fit and healthy at home, turning everyone's living room into their own personal at-home fitness studio. But this isn't just another course for growing muscle and getting lean. 360 Wellness provides a powerful suite of mobile and web solutions for health, wellness, and fitness professionals to grow their online revenue and build their brand. There's already pre-existing mobile applications launched on both Apple iOS Store and Google Play in October of 2020. These applications have already been downloaded across 172 countries combined. 360 Wellness was just joined by 35 plus instructors during its test launch phase, and the project only continues to grow. Kind of like these muscles. DEFIT is a cryptocurrency built for mass adoption by 360 Wellness. It's due to their fast growing community of trainers and users globally. The company aims to provide its community with their own digital currency as a secure, reliable, fast payment alternative to fiat currencies to process transactions. But the DEFIT token also enables in-app gamification, enhancing user privacy and building user loyalty through staking and exclusive benefits for holders of the token. Gamification has gained the attention of many industries, and fitness is no different. By enabling gamification in the app, the team says it is a user-friendly way to incorporate participation while gaining rewards. The rewards are not only for the users, but also for the companies and trainers who partner with 360 Wellness.
Alright, without going too much further into that, because I don't want to make this video too long. Uh, so, as promised, BitBoy did deliver the video. Just real quick, want to go back over the chart. We did get the pump that I assumed we were going to get due to the video being launched. We are now pulled back, and looks like old resistance has become new support temporarily. So let's just keep that one in our scopes. Something else that I definitely wanted to mention was cell frame. So it looks like a parachain, think Kusama, Polkadot, and so forth. Uh, really early still though. March 17th was I believe when the liquidity was added to Uniswap, and I remember a time when Kusama was like $5, and just looking at Cellframe now and where Kusama's at now, I think they peaked around $500. So just something to keep in mind. Um, Something that I saw recently, and they have a Telegram channel available. However, there's just like announcements going on. There's not really anyone chatting yet. They haven't opened up messages or whatnot. But Cellpad looks like it's going to be a launch pad for Cellframe, which is interesting because as of late, I'm sure all you DGens know launch pads for IDOs and whatnot are definitely booming. Look at like Paid Network, Duckstarter, YFDI, Cards, for instance, which we'll look at their chart here in a minute, and they're fairly new for Cardano. So definitely something I want to keep my eye on for whenever they launch a token or whatnot. They haven't announced anything officially yet. They're even warning that anything that has been announced so far is a scam and not associated with them. So no official word from them yet on when their token will be launched. We also have another one by the name OCamFi, and I've actually applied to be a beta tester for them. I have a lot of experience in dealing with DeFi and utilizing these decentralized marketplaces like AMMs and whatnot, and so they actually have a Launchpad, a DEX, and a DAO coming to Cardano's blockchain once Cardano's smart contracts are enabled, which is supposed to be, if I'm not mistaken, the last video I saw with Charles talking about this was scheduled in August, if there's no delays. So that's pretty interesting. We could be seeing Cardano's blockchain enable smart contracts as soon as, late summer. Uh, if that happens, this could be huge, which, I'm hoping that it does happen in August and no delays or whatnot. But I will be looking out for a token as well as, potentially becoming a beta tester for these guys. They, much like Cellpad, have not announced any official date or whatnot for launching their token. So they also came out saying that anything that's being advertised as their token right now is currently a scam. So more information on that once we get an official date from them. Looking at cards, just to give you guys something to compare it to, cards is actually a launch pad for Cardano as well, which is pretty exciting because if this does anything that cards did, comes close to it, I'm sure it will. Just by looking at it, they're also going to have a DEX and a DAO, whereas cards I think is just primarily focused on being a launch pad. Cards, I believe they had some anti-bot tech they were using for their fair launch, their token, so they actually listed at 15 cents from what I understood. And since then, what are we looking at? March 29th, have only gone up, it seems. So they've done really well. Anybody that got in around this range has done really well. And, of course, like pre-sale guys did really well. I did manage to secure some around this range. However, don't necessarily have a whole lot of them left. Uh, One thing that was kind of a turn off, but not necessarily a deal breaker because I did get some, is that their team is anonymous. However, they are backed and do have some, I want to say, investors. One is Moonwhale, the one I want to say is X21. So definitely some reputable names there, and I think they already even announced their first IDO that they're gonna launch on their Launchpad. Can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. I'll have to pull up some data on that for another video possibly. However, this one, I want to say to secure a position in the Launchpad, like guaranteed allocation, you have to have 1,500 cards is the minimum. So 1,500 of these tokens, I want to say that's in the ballpark of like 35K right now, if not more at this point. But so with the success of cards, I think it's easy to see that launch pads are, definitely on and popping. You look at paid, we can pull up paid real quick. And they actually went through some incident, it seems like, where they were exploited, and they still managed to this may have been the one that got exploited. They still managed to recover. If I could type, sorry guys. They still managed to recover and have even exploded, in my opinion, from when they launched in the like $1.50 to $2.50 range. They've essentially doubled that. Around this time was the exploit, so yeah, I was just kind of hanging around here, just dirtling around, and then once they got that squared away, they have since been successful Launchpad and have launched stuff like AOS and a couple others. It's the only one that comes to mind off the top of my head, but various others. So they've done really well, and seeing this trend with these Launchpads doing as good as they are, I'm definitely gonna have my sights set on trying to get some of these earlier entries into Cellpad, for instance, who will be a Launchpad for Cellframe, yet another parachain, who I think is still very early, even by looking at the date on the chart as well as the price. And these guys having not only a Launchpad but a DEX and a DAO, definitely going to be looking to test their beta and, potentially get a good position early on their token. Really excited for Cardano later this year, so we'll see how that goes without any delays and whatnot. And yeah, that's something I'll be updating you guys whenever I get any more info on these. Alright, guys, I think that's it for tonight. Y'all have a good one.